Did you see the new Midnight Show with Vic Terno?
Hell yeah, it's a great show. It's on at midnight on Fridays.
Have you seen the new Midnight Show with Vic Terno?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a great show. It's funny, and they got lots of beautiful women.
Yeah, that's Vic Terno. The new Midnight Show with Vic Terno?
Did I see it? It's great. It's funny. They got beautiful women, sexy women. I watch it all the time.
This is Christina Lime from the Midnight Show with Vic Terno. We're here with Joe Causey from CBS FM, and I gotta ask you a question. Do you watch the Midnight Show with Vic Terno?
Every Friday night at midnight. That's the only time it's on, right?
Midnight, right? Yeah,
I'm there.
midnight.
I'm there. I love the show, and I love Vic. He's my favorite guy in the whole world.
How could you not love Vic?
Hey,
He's awesome.
forget about
He's
it.
the best host.
He's the
To North, from New York City, it's the Midnight Show with Mr. Vic Terno. Tonight's guest co-host, Natalie Perry, singer-actress. Now let's welcome the man of the hour, the Italian Johnny Carson, the Mr. New York himself, Mr. Vic Terno.
We have a beautiful, beautiful special co-host, which I know my studio audience is all excited about, but wait till my TV audience and my audience overseas and around the United States sees. Guys, we have Miss Natalie Perry. How about it? A round of applause for Natalie Perry. Come on in, Natalie. Come on. Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at the camera. Guys, this is going to be my special co-hostess tonight. It's a special treat for the Midnight Show. She's an actress, singer, doing movies, model, you name it, Natalie's doing it. Natalie, we're so glad to have you here tonight.
I'm so honored to be here.
That's right. And let me say also, we have a special treat tonight. I don't want to say what it is, but me and Natalie will be performing together. Jojo, don't think dirty, all right? When I said performing together, it's something that's decent, okay? Jojo's getting a little crazy lately because now that they have the new law that they just passed by one judge, the rainbow, you know, the president lit up the red.
Wait.
Jojo, it's been a long time, Joe. So I've been meaning to tell you this, sweetheart. I want to date you, all right? Okay. All right. Anyway, with all kidding aside, guys, Freddie, take it easy, Freddie. So it's only a joke, Freddie. All right. Anyway, we're going to have a great show tonight. We have Natalie Perry as my co-host, and we're going to have a lot of discussions, a lot of different ideas. You got the Midnight Show band, the Star Shooting Band, the Kashia Brothers. How about it? Come on, round of applause for the Kashia Brothers. How about it? All right? So why don't we do this? Let's say, oh, and excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, the special, my regular announcer's not here tonight. Jimmy DeSola couldn't make it because he had a problem he had to take care of. But we have the presence and the expertise of another great announcer and Midnight Show performer. Ladies and gentlemen, the Midnight Show announcer, Mr. Jojo Amendolari. How about a hand for Jojo Amendolari? Come on, guys. A round of applause for Jojo. How about it? All right, Joe. Okay, so in the meantime, let's get the show started. Natalie, let's have a seat. Welcome to the Midnight Show.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Here we go. Jojo, come and have a seat right over here, Joe. Okay, so, Natalie, what a pleasure it is to have you here. Poor Natalie was supposed to be here at 3 o'clock, was it 2 o'clock? And she got caught up in so much traffic with the rain, right, and the bad weather.
I left at 1 o'clock, and it took me 3.5 hours to get here.
Oh, my Lord. I mean, the traffic is just crazy.
It was LAE, Southern State, Bell Parkway, and Staten Island.
Oh, my God.
I was having a heart attack in the car.
What did it take, like 2.5 hours to get here?
I'd left at 1. Look what time I got
What,
here.
so 3 hours?
Yeah.
Joe.
Probably got caught in that big accident.
There was an accident on the Southern State.
Oh, you came from Southern State, not LIE?
No, LAE to the Sagittos, to the Southern State, to the Bell Parkway, to Staten Island, and then I took the service road on Staten Island.
Oh, Parkway had the major accident.
Yeah, it was horrendous, and it's pouring, to boot. But I'm here.
We got you, right?
I'm here. I made it.
Okay, let's do a little soul searching here, a little fact finding about you. I know that you just got finished. I think you just got finished filming something. Can you tell us about it?
I was in Hollywood for a script I wrote called Jessica Lives, and a producer was very interested in it, so I flew to Hollywood to have a meeting with him. If I know everybody's seen Jessica Lives trailer, so they already know what it's about, but I'll go into it. I ended up being cast in a movie called The Gathering, where I played a bad chick.
You?
Yeah.
Played a bad girl?
I played a bad girl. I played a bank robber, a tough girl. I was fighting with the screamers and fighting with upchucks and doing all that karate stuff. So yeah, it was.
So now I got a new vision. Bad girl Natalie Perry.
It was pretty awesome. And then.
Did you shoot anybody?
No, I just had the screamers. I don't know if you know what those are. These long
nunchucks?
Sticks. No, I was fighting with a guy with nunchucks, and my partner.
And what is your thing called?
What thing?
Your weapon?
It's called a screamers.
A screamers?
A screamers. There's long sticks, and you just like fight them like this and like that. And I was fighting with a guy with upchucks. And
wow.
Yeah, so like it was.
But wait,
cool.
I thought they called them nunchucks. Now they're upchucks?
No.
Okay.
Nunchucks.
You got to teach. She knows more about the martial arts than I do.
And then while I was out there, I got a call from Michelle. I don't know how to pronounce her name too well, but she's also a producer-director, and she cast me in The Right to Live as one of her best friends in a brokerage firm, and we filmed right in Staten Island.
Wow.
So between being in California for 2 weeks, I ended up staying out 2 months, filming The Gathering. I ended up going to red carpet events, and I ended up going to the MTV Movie Awards.
Wow, fantastic.
So
you were hooking up in the big time, Natalie,
I was hooking up with a lot of people, and I just met so many people out there, and LA was great, but I did get homesick, I gotta say.
Yeah, you missed home?
I miss home.
Is there any place like New York?
There is no place I like New York. I mean, I love New York, I love California, but I just want to go home.
What did you miss? Like, tell me, I like California too, and I've been there many times to LA. But what do you miss about home? What do you miss about New York? Is there a difference in the people as compared to like California?
Oh, I miss my friends. I miss my family. I miss my husky who had anxiety when I was gone.
What's his name or her name?
His name is Bandit, and he's a Siberian husky with blue eyes.
Oh, how beautiful. I love those.
He's a little over 4 years old. And
it's a beautiful animal.
Gorgeous. And so as soon as I walked in the door, it was great. As soon as I walked in the door, he was jumping all over me. Everybody's happy to see me. And now, every time I leave the house, he howls. He howls all day long. Because I was gone for 2 months. He missed me.
Are you sure he's not howling because you're so pretty?
He sleeps with me in my bed. So
whoa,
on the bottom.
You follow that up with that remark I made? Well, hold it, Jojo. What's going on here, Joe?
I had him since a puppy.
Okay.
So
you love the little big guy that was the little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. He sounds adorable. That's a beautiful breed, by the way.
They are black and white. He's black and white with a little gray.
So now, what's your character in this thing? Could you elaborate more?
In The Gathering, I play.
Is the movie made, or is it just a trailer made?
No, it's made. It's coming out in October.
Really?
It's coming out Halloween. Yeah. It's going to be in California. I might have to fly up there for the
premiere.
For the premiere.
Wow.
Yeah, which is October.
How many weeks did you shoot? How long did it take?
I was about a month.
About a month?
Yeah.
Really?
I did so much stuff while I was out there.
Well, tell me about some of the other things you've done. I see you did Sex and the City.
Yeah, I was a background for that.
That's all right. Law and Order.
Background.
Are you in the Screen Actors Guild?
No, but I got an announcement to make. I am doing a movie called Toka. It is going to be starting filming probably the end of July.
Is this a contracted movie?
It's the first week in August. It's directed by Anthony Nabatino, and it's about salsa dancing and it's something about Spanish Harlem. I can't really go into it too much, and I can't tell you who's attached to the project, but I got a role in it, and I'm going to be SAG.
Wow.
Finally.
Wow. Nice. Now, just make sure they give you the $3,600 to join up, because that's how much it costs to get in today.
But I also But I also got another announcement that I was just cast in another series other than Big Sky, where it's a vampire series. It's called Nightlife.
You're really getting into these really dark characters.
People see me as this like crazy, tough girl, but this role in Nightlife, He cast me as Dawn Turner. It's a cop that goes undercover
Really?
who infiltrates the vampire clan.
Wow, that sounds like an interesting.
There's going to be a choice between Sex and the City, okay, True Blood, and CSI.
Wow.
So it's going to be really
It
cool.
sounds like a really interesting plot line.
Yeah, it's
it
really going to be cool.
From that first movie, do they need any salsa dancers?
No, JoJo's a very good salsa dancer.
That I believe it's
And he
real
likes
because-
salsa and chips on top of it as well. So that sounds really good.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff that I'm in.
Joe, I'm sorry, you don't have your limousines on tonight.
No.
Jojo usually has shoes that are so long they're like 1.5 feet long.
Yeah.
But now they're a little shorter.
I have a small foot, size 14.
Really?
I mean, wouldn't I look silly with a size 6?
You know what
I'm
size
6
shoe?
foot
You know what
3,
size?
you know.
You know what size shoe I have? 15.
God bless you.
You know what they say about guys with big feet, right? Let me get back to the interview. Anyway,
right?
anyway, listen. Anyway, Joe, take it easy.
Okay.
Joe, where's Uncle Leo? We didn't see Uncle Leo no more.
You know,
All right, listen, he'll be all right.
He don't come
All right, listen, studio, I want to show a couple modeling pictures. You want to move that mic up a little bit, Joe? Sure. A little higher up. A little, just slide it right up. I want to show a few pictures of Natalie, a couple modeling pictures which I think are really nice. Can we get one of the cameras? Which camera can we get to close up on it, studio? Control room, which camera? Mike, which camera are we going to use? Okay, can we see it from here? Joe Banana's on camera. Joe, can you see it? I want to get that shot. Are we in on it? Look at that. Is that a shot, people, or what, audience?
Beautiful.
Come on, huh?
Thank you.
Here's one. All right, wait, we're not done yet, Joe Banana. Stay over there. Here's another one. That's my favorite right there. How do you like that one?
Great.
Wow, look at you. Nice picture. Okay, and last but not least, take a look at that one. All right? Is that good?
Excellent.
The Heartbreaker. We're going to call her the Heartbreaker.
I actually have one on my phone that I didn't want to show because I couldn't print it. I'm so sorry. If that's okay.
And we're going to be able to see it on your phone?
Yes, you will. If you do a close-up.
Are these my pinups I can put in my locker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I just wanted to know for sure. All right, I'll take that one. One more shot, guys. Can we grab that last one?
Oh, sorry.
You lost it.
Oh, I lost it?
I lost it?
Oh, give me, I'll get it.
My other half, Ellen, told me that last week. Right, Ellen?
Hold on. Let me just get it right here.
Better not say that's right, Ellen.
I'll hold it. How about it? Don't
Okay.
touch the
All right,
bottom.
don't
You
touch
got
the
it?
Wait, he's got to focus. Bring it down to the table. All right, that's good. Right there. Wait, tilt it a little bit. Right there. Hold it right there. Look at that. Is that a nice shot, everybody? Come on. That is really nice. Was that drawn or something?
No, it's a photo, and I couldn't print it because my printer ran out of
It's just
ink.
fantastic the way it looks.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, so now listen, just give us a little background about you. Like, where'd you grow up and all that stuff like that?
I lived in California, and then I moved to Brooklyn when I was younger, and I was actually raised in Brooklyn. I lived in Florida. I lived all over.
Which part of Brooklyn?
Bensonhurst.
Oh, of course. Which part? I was in Bensonhurst, too.
Bensonhurst.
Okay, all right.
Dyker Heights, around that area.
Yeah. All right, that's where it was. Cropsey Avenue.
Right.
20th Avenue, 21st Avenue.
I used to sing at the 18th Avenue Feast.
No.
Yes.
Ellen, where did we go? We went there last year, Ellen? We went to the feast last year.
No, that was years ago. That was years ago.
We still go there. We go there now.
I haven't gone there in a while. Now I'm out in Long Island with my family. But I actually started acting when I was 13 in school because I was in chorus. I was always a singer. And,
were you?
Yeah. And I was very shy at 13 and I had a stuttering problem. So the drama teacher came up to me and says, "You have a great voice. Why don't you try to join for a play?" And I was like, "Oh, okay," you know.
At what age did you get rid of the stuttering problem? I find that interesting.
As soon as I started doing plays.
So you built up your confidence.
Yes. As soon as I got on that stage, I knew what I wanted to do.
Were you shy when you were young? Were you insecure?
I was just very shy because I had a stuttering problem. So I wouldn't really
so that kind of put you back. You were embarrassed.
Yeah, I was very shy. I had long blonde curly hair, and Yeah, and I was just very,
So then
very
you became,
shy.
then when you started to speak well, get out there, you became very aggressive and more like a barracuda. No, I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. No, you became more outgoing.
Very,
and you became more
yes,
sociable.
Yes, and I'm very, very sociable. And then I started doing background, then I started doing short films, then I started independent films. And then I got sick in 2009, which I don't know, I'm not going to go into that.
Oh, you don't want to go into that?
Well, it's...
You want to touch on it, maybe, for my audience?
One time I couldn't swallow anymore, and I lost my voice, and
Oh, my God.
I had to go for all these tests, and I went down to 80 pounds.
Wow. And you're only 100 now.
A little over, about 105.
105. Well, what happened?
They still don't know. It was
Psychological, possibly?
No, it had something to do with my throat and my esophagus.
And it just disappeared?
No, I cured myself because the medication that the doctors were giving me weren't working.
Made you worse.
Made me worse, so I went holistic. I'm holistic. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and
good for you.
I don't take anything.
Give me five. Give me five.
So it took about, thank you. It took about almost 2 years, and then my voice came back, and
You do fool around, though, right? Just kidding, Jojo. It was a joke, Jojo. Take it easy, Joe. You told me to ask, Joe.
No, I did not.
Freddie, what are we going to do with Jojo? All right, but in all seriousness, that's fantastic. I can't believe that.
I am a health fanatic.
I'm going to tell you something. My audience, I am a believer, as my other half will tell you, Ellen. Right, Ellen? I'm a believer in natural cures. I don't take anything over the counter. I think the most in my lifetime as a child was I took amoxicillin and an aspirin. But I truly believe through prayer and through meditation
That's right.
and through eating natural things that you can actually cure yourself. And you know what the best medicine for anyone is?
Live.
That's true. Very good. Guys, that's Fred Kosh's mom. I want you to know that. She's my little shiny star. But with all kidding aside, she really is. With all kidding aside from laughter, I think that when you eat natural things and you can actually change the course of your body's immune system, which is the greatest cure of illness, is prevention.
Exactly.
The stronger you make your immune system, and your body is in tune with it, with yourself and spirit, I don't think that anything could really hurt you. And if you're going up against things, you have to be mentally whole and spiritually whole, and your body needs to be in check. Your body will take care of you. But if you're going to abuse your body with all the poisons that we have here today, you're going to run into some problems. So it's important to build up your immune system.
That's what it did, but I also, now people are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not.
Not at all. Not on the Midnight Show.
This works.
Because I'm crazy, so they're not going to think you're crazy.
Apple cider, Mother Brand, Bragg's vinegar. I drink it every single day.
Wait a minute from Brooklyn. This is amazing. Ellen's my only witness here because she's here with my other half, my beautiful partner. But I will tell you this. What do you think cured me? I don't want to get into what was wrong with me.
Was it
Bragg's apple cider.
See?
Motherload, unfiltered.
Right, it has
It cured
to be,
me.
right.
I'll tell you everyone what it cured me of. I'm not ashamed. Guys, I had a very rare, but common, but not so common. I had a fungal infection, a yeast applicant infection in my ears, which I was going to all these doctors, and I think I'd like to tell the audience because it'll help people, potentially. I had all these doctors, these ENTs, these big brain guys, charging me $275, $375, cleaning my ears out, this and that. Do you know that not one of these doctors, except when I went to an older, Vincenzo Sarmiento in Staten Island, I want to say his name because he's in Staten Island, he's an ENT. He's a gentleman in his 70s, an expert ENT. He checked my ears and said, you know what, Mr. Paterno, why don't we do a culture in your ears? The only one out of, I don't know how many doctors, ENTs, that had the brains to say that. And when he did it, we found out that I was being given amoxicillin, which kills the bacteria that eats the applicants. So in actuality, the more they gave me the medication, the stronger they made the infection, and I was getting murdered in my ears. I couldn't hear, I couldn't function. It was like living hell for maybe about a year, Ellen, to a year and a half. And finally, when he did the culture, and we finally found out, which I'm the one who found out myself, how to research to cure myself, and he didn't even know what to give me. He was going to give me stuff for your feet because he didn't know what to give me. Anyway, I researched it, found out it was the most simple thing in the world. You know what it was?
Apple cider
Acetic acid, which is in Bragg's apple cider vinegar.
You gave it to me.
There you go. I gave it to Jojo to help him.
Yeah, you put it in warm water.
I put in water in the morning, mix it up, and drink it down twice a day.
That's what I do every single day since 2010,
because
nonstop.
Natalie, that'll beef up your immune system.
Yeah, and it
but
works.
wait, but I want you to know what's in it. You know what's in it? It's acetic acid, citric acid, all the stuff that oranges have, lemons, and you know which fruit has it the best, highest content that I eat twice a day, every day. I have one in my bag. Ruby red grapefruits. They're a miracle.
That I can't eat that.
And well, some people can handle it, some can. I can handle it well. But what it is, it's the acidic acid that builds up your immune system, and that's in the apple cider vinegar, and also it disinfects your body to kill off viruses and bacteria. So holistic is the way to go.
Very good.
And probiotics. You know what it is also?
Probiotics, I forgot. Yes.
Every single day,
Yogurt.
probiotics. Well, I take
Greek yogurt.
I take the
Tablets?
probiotics. I take
Yeah.
tablets every day. I drink ginger tea every day.
Fantastic.
Every day. Like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Apple cider vinegar is not only good for you. I mean, it's good for everything.
Skin.
Your skin, your hair. I mean, when I got sick, my hair was up to here. It was falling out. But then when I started drinking this stuff, it took about 2 years to finally get better. My voice came back.
Right.
And my hair just started growing like weeds, and it's still growing like weeds.
And you know, I
it's
just
really good stuff.
I want to add to her about the voice thing. My voice was going also.
Yeah.
And I didn't know why it was cracking and this and that. And do you know that ever since I've been having grapefruits every single day, ruby red grapefruits, that I never get sick? I'm never sick. I haven't been sick for 2 years because the grapefruit disinfects the back of the throat, which I don't have tonsils anymore. I had them out at 28. So really, my first line of defense is in my throat. So what this does, it's like a disinfectant. Some people spray, you know, the saline spray in their throats. Just having that grapefruit maybe once a day, twice a day, my back of my throat's clear, and everything's connected in your ears in the back with the inner tube.
It is.
So when you have the throat is clear, the ears will be healthy. And I'm a testament to it.
You
and I
want to
really
know
believe it.
another regimen for that?
Tell me.
To put garlic into the ginger.
Oh, garlic's like number one.
To put
Basil.
garlic.
Come on, Joe.
Chop
Raise
it
that
up.
Italian flag,
Garlic in
Joe.
the vinegar. Garlic in the
All right?
vinegar.
Come on, guys. Basil. Come on. A little basil, a little oregano. That's what we need. Garlic. The old Italians
And cayenne
knew.
pepper when you got a sore throat in the vinegar with the water.
Beth, did the Italians know or what?
Red rice.
Come on, Beth. We got Beth here. My friend Beth is on the show tonight. Yeah.
East, red rice, east. It's
No.
called. I think it's for cholesterol
Yeah, we're going to do our song. in a
or
second.
pressure. I think blood pressure.
Oh, my blood pressure is always low, so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
But
okay.
but I was always like that. But my doctor
okay?
says my blood is phenomenal.
Okay.
Good, good.
So yeah.
That's also
All
a
right.
good,
So, I mean, can we do better than this or what? Is it? We got a story to share.
this is great.
I know.
I never knew this about you.
I'm holistic, yes.
All right. Listen, one other thing before we got something special we're going to do in a minute, but I want to just say, you know, Natalie's got her own radio show. You want to tell us about your radio show?
Well, I had it, but I will be doing it again.
Tell us about the one you had and you're going to restart up again.
It's called the Natalie Perry Radio Show, and I will be interviewing upcoming like singers, models, actors. I already had like 5 guests before I went to California, but then when I went to California, I couldn't do it anymore because I got so busy, but I'm so busy. But I'm going to try to act it up again because a lot of people are saying, I want to be on your show, I want to be on your show, I want to be on your show. So, yeah.
Okay, great, fantastic. Listen, we're going to do, we got 2 special treats for the audience, for my studio audience and also for my TV Land audience. The first one, Natalie, is that we're going to have a treat. The Midnight Show Band with Fred Kasha and the Kasha Brothers are going to perform a song for us right now. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for the Midnight Show Star Shooting Band? How about it? Come on, round of applause. Come on, guys. Here we go. Let's sit back and listen.
I also got to tell you one more move before they get mad.
the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Something's all meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole heart too. I can't help falling in love with you. As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Take my hand, take my whole heart too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Lay it down, come on. 'Cause I can't help
When I do like this.
falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. Reggae style for this summer, everybody, and have a great one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, guys. Let's have a round of applause again for the Kashia Brothers and the Midnight Show Shooting Band. How about it? Come on, guys. Round of applause.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, guys. So we really enjoyed that. How was that? Did you enjoy that?
I loved it.
Joe?
Great.
It was good? Everybody? How about you, studio audience? Did you enjoy it? How about it? Come on. All right. That's what I thought. They did a great job. Drew, thank you, Drew.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Fred? James? I'm watching that bass, James. I loved it. I like that funky little island thing you got going there, James. Thank you. Okay, guys, so anyway, there's something I want to mention also, and then we got another treat for the audience. Natalie, I didn't realize this. She mentioned to me a minute ago. She actually is going to do another movie where she's got a lead role. Natalie, could you please tell us about it?
It's called Cruise, and I got the lead role of the daughter of the Big Don.
Wow.
Very good.
Forget it. Wait, can I just say something, Natalie? Forget about it. Forget about
Forget
it.
about it. Yeah, so that's going to be really cool.
Wait, and there's one more thing that Natalie we didn't talk about it, but we mentioned it to each other. Natalie is also going to try out to play the lead as my wife in the new Target New York City screenplay trailer we're getting ready to produce very shortly. So it's not a sure thing, but Natalie said she'd be kind enough to try out for the part, and we'll see where it goes. How about it, Natalie, okay?
Thank you.
All right, guys, how about it? Round of applause. All right, so now we got that down. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about the lead role? When is this all going to happen?
This is happening in July. I'm going to be super busy in July, August, and September. And
Wow.
not only that, I'm also in another series that's going to be coming soon. I don't know the exact date. Big Sky, I don't know if you heard of it on Facebook.
I heard of it, yeah.
It's created by Julie Baumgartner, Haas Cartwright, and Diane Lansker. And if I forget anybody's names, I'm so sorry.
But wait,
I
who was
love
it?
you, Julie.
Cartwright? Who was that?
Haas Cartwright.
That's not the son of the one from the Bonanza, is it? Horse Cartwright?
I don't know, but the show is going to be something like Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, and I got the part of Cat McCall.
But wait a minute, who was Horse Cartwright?
Is
he a producer?
He's a producer and he's a music creator.
He might be his son. How old is he? Maybe in his 50s?
I don't know.
Wow, that's a name it sounds like that might be him.
Julie Baumgartner created it, and she's the one who cast me, and I just love her for even, I just love her for even suggesting me. I gave my real audition.
And what are you playing?
I'm playing Cat McCall, a henchwoman.
Wow. You're really on a busy circuit there,
I'm playing another badass person.
Wow, that's amazing. That really is amazing. I can't believe it, guys. That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's like so much here. I mean, I'm doing Last Rite soon in it's a vampire movie, and I got the part of a cocktail waitress.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things coming out, but I'm looking forward to everything. I mean, I do everything, so yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, how about a round of applause?
Thank you. And I'm excited to be here with you today.
Wow.
I have to say that.
That's a reason for another round of applause. Come on.
I'm supposed to be here in March, and I've been waiting for this day, so I just want to let you know.
Well, yeah,
that.
what happened was, we did have a previous arrangement. Then she canceled at the last minute. I was a little slighted, but then I said I understood. And Natalie, knowing Natalie, what a good soul she was, she had me on her radio show. And I said, okay, Natalie, no problem. And she did her thing. She became famous. She forgot me, told me to get lost. And finally she says, you know what? Because you're such a schlemiel, I'm going to come on your show for you, all right? I'm only kidding. But listen, we got a special treat for you now. One more special treat before the end of this midnight show comes. Natalie and myself are going to perform one of the chairman of the board's most famous hits. Are we ready in the control room yet? Mike, my floor manager, are we ready yet? Okay, Natalie, why don't we go up there? And ladies and gentlemen, Strangers of the Night, Frank Sinatra, me and Natalie. How about it? All right, Jojo? Okay, guys, are we ready? Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances we'd be sharing love before the night was through?
Something in your eyes was so inviting. Something in your smile was so exciting. Something in my heart told me I must have you.
Strangers in the night, two lonely people, we were strangers in the night. Up to the moment when we said our first hello, little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. Ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right for strangers in the night. Just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away. Ever since that night, we've been together as lovers at first sight. In love forever, it turned out so right for strangers in the night. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, doo-dooby-doo, da, doo-doo-dooby-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, da, doo-doo-dooby-doo, doo-doo-doo, da, 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 doo, da, 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 da. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that was beautiful. Wow, Natalie.
Yeah, all right.
Wow, thank you. That was phenomenal. We really enjoyed that. Natalie, but you know, guys, I have to say something. You know, I've sang this song many times, so, you know, comes natural to me. Natalie never sang this song ever before, and we originally were supposed to have about 2 hours, an hour and a half of practicing the song, but because Natalie came late, which was not her fault, we didn't have any time to really practice this. Maybe twice we did it, and I think she did a hell of a job. What do you think? How about it, guys? Come on. Come on.
Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous. Natalie, you really, you know, I knew she had a great voice, so that's why I asked Natalie to sing with me, because I knew I'd sound better being that Natalie was singing with me. So there was an ulterior motive that I have to admit to right now, just to be sincere here. All right? Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you. That was so good. I love that song.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be singing with that.
Does she have any singing lessons?
Oh, a long time ago. But I sing with Rockin' Robin, and I do 50s and 60s, and I sing all the time. But I rehearsed a lot.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Is there a song that you could sing now that you know, that you like, that maybe you might... Oh, we have to have the bass player here now, huh? I don't know.
I like Stop Crying Your Heart Out, but I honestly don't know the words. But if I can get it on my phone, I'd be glad to sing it.
Do we have the music?
Let me see. I mean, I can get it. I mean.
Well, you know what? I mean, if it's hard,
it's not hard. I sang Fever.
How about Fever? Want to do Fever? Can you do Fever with a bass and drums behind you?
I could do that, but I have to get the words out. That's the
okay,
only thing.
so get the words. So listen, Fred.
All right, let me take it off here.
What do you think, James? We could do that, right? Give it a little background. All right. We'll do
if you want to sing with me, you can sing with me. Just to get me
really?
started.
I can sing with you too.
You can sing with me.
Boy, I'm getting spoiled today.
Until I tell you to stop. I'm kidding.
Sounds like me and Ellen until I tell you to stop. I mean, what's going on here?
Vic.
What, are you hanging out with Ellen? Come on.
Vic.
Yes.
Did you ever have any singing lessons?
I was a lead singer in the band in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to see, you know who my manager, well, not my manager, my agent was. Does everybody remember Frank Sinatra, obviously? Did you know who Frank Sinatra's manager was? His name was Jilly Rizzo.
Jilly.
His name was Jilly, and he owned a place called Jilly's in Manhattan that Frank Sinatra hung out there with him. Now, who do you think was this 17-year-old, punky 17-year-old's agent? My manager was Nat Margolis, and who do you think my agent was? Willie Rizzo, Jilly Rizzo's brother. Frank Sinatra's manager's brother was my agent.
That's cool. Wow.
And then I told him that I'm not going on tour around the country. I didn't do something very smart. No, you didn't. And the only reason I got out of it is because my father was so well versed, and he was close with, guess who my old man was close with, Fred? Oh. Don Rickles' manager.
Really?
Joe Scandora, yeah. Is that crazy world? And my father, I didn't realize it, got Don Rickles started in New York. He got him into the business at the...
So I got
your mother and father would know. The Elegant on Ocean Parkway. Do everybody remember that? That club? That's where, the Elegant. That's where Don Rickles got started in Brooklyn. My father got him in there. Yep, because my father insured all these places back in the day. Elegant. That was like the big one back in the 60s. The club, the real club place. So you got it? Okay. Fred, do we know what key? Do you know the key?
Never knew how much I love you.
Whoa, watch out.
Never
that's
knew
it.
how much I care.
Jojo, stay in your chair, Jojo.
I will.
Not you, not you. Go ahead.
I need a microphone.
No, you have it. Don't worry.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, ready?
Right.
We're going to start again.
Joe, no, you go up first.
Never knew
Go.
how
I don't have my
much
glasses.
I love you.
Just go with him.
I'll just hang out.
Never knew how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that I just can't bear.
Oh, yeah.
Give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever.
Yeah.
In the morning, fever all through the night.
All right.
Everybody's got the fever. That is one that you all know. Fever happened long time ago. Happened long a time ago. You give me fever. Ow! When you kiss me, when you hover, hold me tight.
All right. Go ahead, girl.
Fever!
I hear you.
In the morning, fever all through the night. the fever. That is something you should know. Fever is a new known thing. It happened so long ago. You give me fever.
Yeah, go ahead,
Romeo
girl.
loved Juliet.
Don't stop, girl. Go ahead.
Juliet, she felt the same.
Woo! Tell her about
Ran
it.
for the fight, he killed her.
Yeah.
He said, Julie, don't cure my pain. You give me fever. When you hold me, fever all through the night. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night.
I hear you, girl.
Fever all through the night. Fever all through the night.
Yeah. Whoa.
How about it? Come on, huh?
Bravo,
Miss
bravo.
Natalie Perry, everyone. Natalie
Bravo.
Perry. Natalie Perry. Whoa, what a flame this one is. Natalie Perry. How about, come on, how about it? Let's go. Come on.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, studio audience, you got a hot prospect here. This is going to be a big one.
That's it. You wanna
Mark,
see you on-
Midnight Show, Vic
Okay.
Terno's words. This is the big one. She's going to do it. Come on, guys, let's have a seat. Beautiful. Guys, let's have a round of applause for her backup band over here.
Yeah.
James Kasher on bass.
That was great.
And the one and only, my good buddy and lifelong friend, Fred Kasher on the drums. How about it? And Fred in his own right is a producer, actor, director, and he's also a talk show host. Can we have a round of applause for Fred Kasher? Fred, you're always there for me. I'm always there for you. You're my best buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Freddie, anytime. Yeah, sure, but Natalie, please. Oh, yes, well, is there somebody here that's supposed to bring something to Miss Perry in the
No,
audience?
I actually did. I just want to give him a hug for it.
Oh, okay. Can we have the gentleman that brought her something, one of her fan club? Can we please have him come up?
Get the roses.
Come on, let's introduce the guy. Bring him up here. Whoa.
Thank you so much.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on over. Come over. Come over here. Ladies and gentlemen, wait. What's your name? Talk loud.
Eddie Santiago.
Eddie Santiago.
All right.
Can we have a round of applause for Eddie Santiago? Eddie, welcome to the Midnight Show. We're glad he's part of our audience. He came all the way here to see Natalie Perry. He's one of her fans, right, Eddie? And can you get a better gentleman than that, bringing her roses? Round of applause for Eddie Santiago. All right, buddy? My pleasure. All right, good. Well, I mean, we got to give recognition where recognition's due, no? Freddie?
Yes,
Is that the right thing to do?
That's for sure.
Guys, just a couple things. I don't know how much time we have left in the show, but let me just say this to you. A couple of things I want to mention. One of them, I know that Fred has got a couple of things he wants to mention that he's doing, but let me mention the stuff that I'm doing that's important. We're getting ready. I want my audience to know, my Facebook audience, which we're approaching 5,000 people. How about that, everybody, huh? Yeah. Facebook, 5,000. We're being seen in about 14 countries, Natalie, around the world.
Awesome.
We got Japan following us, Italy, all different places. We also have, I say, about 15 JoJo states, United States states.
Yes.
We're all over the place. JoJo knows that too. So I want to let everybody know, my audience here in the States, around New York City, we're seeing, everyone knows, we're seeing around New York City, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're seeing all over Manhattan. The thing I want everyone to know is that we're getting ready to do a promo for Target New York City. It's going to be on Kickstart.com. So I want to get everybody, alert everyone to be aware. When you see it come on. It's not a fundraiser in the sense of donations, but what we're going to be doing is asking all our fans and people that are interested in this movie script I wrote 3 years before 9/11 called Target New York City. We're going to be inviting you to become part of the screenplay trailer short for the film festivals around the country and the world. It's going to be done on Kickstart.com very shortly, and there will be tiers, levels of people's participation in the trailer, which could lead into you becoming involved with the movie. But the trailer itself will be an exciting thing. And what we'll be doing is going to be basically done in contract with the Screen Actors Guild, if we're successful, because I'm in the Screen Actors Guild 24 years, so we want to keep that relationship up with them, which the Screen Actors Guild is a great thing. And what we're going to be doing is giving you the opportunity to buy into the script. And what you'll be able to do is you might have a part, let's say starting from the top, you'll be an executive producer for a certain amount, as right down to a background artist, or to a person that just wants to participate funding of the screenplay trailer short, and you would get a signed original copy of the script that I wrote. I wrote the script back 3 years before 9/11, as well as a CD, and you would get a whole breakdown of what the funds and how they were used that we collect for the purchase of the buying into the script. So that's something very big coming up. It's Target, New York City. I say it's going to be a blockbuster. It's exciting. Jojo,
yes.
Did you want to say? Jojo, by the way, is one of Jojo's one of. Jojo has been with me with this for a couple of years now. He's going to play a character in. I wrote him into the script because I liked the way he acted and his personality. He is known. I know you're not going to think this fits his personality, but his character's name inside the screenplay is The Undertaker.
Uh-oh.
Now, can you see why I would call Jojo The Undertaker?
I really don't know why.
For the family, for the Leonetti family.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Joe, we know why you're The Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I just want to get that out of the way. Now, aside from that, I think Fred wants to mention some of the things he has, projects. Finally, I want to just ask Jojo what's happening with him. And lastly, before we close, go back to Natalie, if that's okay, Natalie, okay? Fred, give us a little short,
yeah, well,
dissertation on what you're up to.
we're doing I'm co-producing a movie right now called Looking for God.
Okay.
And, oh yeah, it's up here, okay. Can you hear me better? Yeah, oh wait, you can't see me though. James, could you give me that mic? Well, anyway.
Yeah, talk about it. Just raise it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing a movie called Looking for God, and it's getting seen out in Arizona right now.
There you go.
With a lot of big production companies.
Here's the camera. Tell the
that
camera.
are interested in it, and also I wrote a song, co-wrote a song with two other people called Looking for God. Is the song, name of the song.
You know, everyone has to realize Fred Kasha, excuse me, Fred,
Yeah.
is not only a musician, but you know, he's a composer, he's a writer. I mean, he's an actor, and he's a talk show host as well.
Yep.
Right?
You do it all, Vic.
You
right?
do it. You do it all.
We're out there. We're out there.
All right. So you good?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
So Fred's got his whole project working, and we're waiting for all positive things to happen.
Tomorrow we're going. There's a screening for a movie called The Game.
The Game.
And one of the co-hosts, Angeles Corsi, is in the movie. So.
Is he in the movie too?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, so we're covered for Fred Kasha.
right,
Fred Kasha. Round of applause for Fred Kasha. How about it?
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we're going to go to Jojo Amendolari because we're winding down the show. We only got a few minutes left. Jojo, tell us some of the things that you've done the audience they may not know about.
I was in Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale, how about it, guys? Bronx Tale.
The part when they whack the boss.
Why would they call me Undertaker in my movie, right?
But I'm featured. Also, Sopranos. I'm featured also.
Oh, you've been in
Was at
Sopranos.
a cocktail hour with Edie Falco. I was right by her with a blonde lady. And,
Easy, Jojo. Your wife's in the
and
audience,
I'm also
Joe.
featured with Andy Garcia, I believe City Island.
Whoa, there we
You
go.
can see me in that also. And I did a lot of videos with Method Man on...
Didn't we do that one together?
No.
Well, I did it with him too, one.
Yeah,
I did all I need, I did.
On the same thing, but a different
A
part.
different part,
Right.
yeah.
And I did another video with Old Dirty Bastard, which he had passed away, the crazy guy, but fun guy. And I did a lot of black videos. And I don't know why, but they always pick me for a gangster.
Who knows why, Jojo The Undertaker? Round of applause for Jojo. All right. Guys, finally, let's talk to Natalie one more time, and then we're gonna have to come to the close of another midnight show. Unfortunately, guys, but that's the way it is. We only get that hour. So, Natalie, give us a little summation of your future, what you'll be doing in the near future.
I am going to be doing cruise. I'm going to be doing nightlife. I'm going to be doing The Last Ride, and I'm going to be doing other stuff that I can't mention.
Can't mention now.
And I'm going to be the super role in Toka with a lot of people, big people that are attached to it, and this is going to finally get me my SAG card.
Wow. Okay, guys. How are we winding down with the time? We almost there, guys? How much more time we got? I mean, we're almost there, guys. So, Freddie, I think we pretty much covered the ground. Natalie, I think we covered everything. We loved having you on the show. I want you to come back when you have free time. I would say that, basically, we would like to have you back as a co-hostess again when you have the time, all right? Can we do that? All right?
Definitely.
And I would also like to ask JoJo, will you always please fill in for me for Jimmy DeSola with the announcer if he can't make it?
I'd be more than happy.
All right. Now, are you ready to come in with me to do this promo for Target New York City?
I've been ready for about 15 years.
Yes. You know, JoJo, really, he's been with me, what, Joe, about 6, 7 years already doing this with us? I've had some guys who were with me doing this almost 15 years, right?
Actually, I did it about 15, but you forgot.
All right, so 15.
I started
JoJo, don't try to make me look bad on my own show, JoJo, will you please? No, but all kidding
disrespect.
No, I'm kidding. In all seriousness, though, nobody realizes this, but when you have a screenplay that gets produced, it takes about 10 years to 15 years to get that thing back, up on the screen. With the exception if you're a big guy like Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, Rocky 5 and 7 and 8, and Expendables. But the average screenplay, it takes a long time to get it on the screen. It really does. So we're working on that now. We're gonna keep trying our best and to promote that. And basically that's it. I mean, it's most what we could do, right, Freddie?
We didn't have another song with Natalie.
Nah, we're winding down close. We're really coming to the end right now. Joe, did you want to say something, JoJo?
No, it's just I'm very happy to be here.
Are you kidding, JoJo? We love having you, Joe.
I think he likes my voice.
Yeah. Well, who would not like your voice, I mean, it's crazy. Who would not like your voice? So, all right. So, listen, just to end off the show, because we only have, I think, 2 or 3 minutes left, guys. Okay. So, everyone keeps telling me 5 minutes, but that was 10 minutes ago. All right.
You wanted to be less.
Right. Exactly. All right. So
we can do some dancing if you want.
We can do some dancing. That's true. JoJo's just dying to get up and do a salsa. That's what the real problem is.
One day.
All right. Well, anyway, what we will be doing, like I said, we're going to be doing my trailer short very shortly, which is going to be something really big. And Natalie, you'll be available at some time, right, to come down and do a tryout for us at some point?
Yeah, you don't got a script now, right?
We have, the script is there. We're just ready to get the funds in place so we can just go right into production. But
when do you want me to audition?
next couple weeks, if you're around, all right?
Maybe the audience has a question for Natalie.
Does anybody in the audience have a question for Natalie before she leaves? I mean, anything you want to ask?
Come on.
Don't be bashful, and you can ask anything you want. Well, if they're too shy, I'm not too shy. Do you have any romantic interests?
I'm too focused.
Wow, you hear that, guys?
Sorry.
Go, Natalie. All right.
Until all this happens, I'm just like so busy. I mean, I just want to say that every friend who I have on Facebook, they call them fans. I call you friends because I get so much support. My birthday alone, I got over 7,000 text messages.
How many?
From over 7,000. That I was on my phone, thank you, that my phone froze. This is from people all over the world because, different time zones, and there's not much, how much, I mean, that is a great support.
Imagine when you become a star on one of these movies that you...
That's how it starts.
Yeah, I know, I mean, I feel famous now because of this, all that's happening, even though I'm not there yet, but I know I will be. Thank you.
Fred, 7,000. We don't even have $7,000 between both of us. Holy mackerel! Wow, that's a lot
I
of.
had 7,000 happy birthday messages. I went from Thursday morning till Monday afternoon saying thank you to everybody.
I thought 300 was a lot that I got.
I got 7,000. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I was touched.
Listen, if I get a dress, can you tell me what makeup to pick out? Sure. So I can get 7,000 birthday wishes. Wow. I'm going to be the new Bruce Jenner. I'm going to call myself Vicky Lee. From Vic to Vicky Lee. Now, I'm going to stay who I am. I think I like who I am. Anyway, the bottom line is this, guys, is that we had a great show. And we have I mean, it was such a wonderful thing to meet you finally.
You
I mean,
too.
I spoke to you on the radio, right? How we doing with time, guys? I spoke to you on the radio, and then from the radio we went to TV, and finally we got to know each other, and this is really a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Thank
Really,
you. You too.
really.
Me too. Me too.
All right? So, guys, listen, all I can say is to you is, let me say goodnight to my audience, my TV Land audience. We had a great time. I want to say thank you to my neighborhood audience over here. And how about we wave goodbye and say goodnight? There we go. Guys, we'll see you on the next Midnight Show with Vic Terno. God bless everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Come on, Katya. Come on, bro. Midnight Show. My Midnight Show song.
Vic Terno. He's giving all the love from God above. Vic Terno. He speaks the truth and brings the news. Vic Terno. Come on and clap your hands for the man. Vic Terno.